All right, everyone. Welcome to Quarantine Things. We're gonna be building a PC today, like actually building a PC. None of that like bullcrap that we've done before. So this is gonna be the first official full-ass PC build of the channel, which is cool. Before we get started and actually building the stuff, please don't use this as a build guide. The last time I actually built a computer from start to finish, it was probably about a little over a year ago. Please don't use this as a build guide. This is just entertainment. So sit back, relax, watch the nice PC build, and we'll get started, right? Starting from the right, we have the Radeon 5700 XT. Originally, I wanted to go with an RTX 2070 Super, but because everyone is getting sick all at the same time, the shipping schedule is awful, so we weren't able to get it's sold out everywhere. If you try to look up 2070 Super or even 2060 Super, they are gone. Luckily, because the 5700 XT, I assume, doesn't have as good marketing or as much marketing, it's not quite as a popular card. They were still in stock. I personally use the 5700 XT. It's actually this one exactly that I have. It's a great card. I love using it. So that's what we're doing. Moving on, we have a 2 terabyte. I'm gonna move the RAM. We went with the Seagate Barracuda because it wasn't, we actually got a pretty good deal with this. I don't know where I got it from, but we got a pretty solid deal. Moving on to the RAM, we got the T-Force Vulcan Z DDR4 3200 speed, 16 gigs. So we're looking pretty good there as well. We have an ADATA, I think 512 gig M.2 SSD. There you go, beautiful. That's gonna be our boot drive. We have a B450 Aorus Pro Wi-Fi. We went with the B450 because we're not going to be overclocking our 3600. We're not expecting to. I am a little mad that we didn't go with the B550 because I ended up buying this right before they released the B550. I'm a little mad about that, but honestly, the needs of the person that this is going to be for, it wouldn't have made a difference. It just would have been more expensive anyway. The H60 down here, we also have a Corsair CX650M 650 watt power supply, which is going to be, powering the whole thing. This is not going to be a very, very power consumptionist build. It won't take that many units of electricity to power. And finally, we have the Fractal Design Focus G. I really like Fractal Design. If you guys have watched the PC video with both me and NickelPie, you know that I have the Fractal Design Mesh FIC. I love their cases. They're awesome to build in. And the Mesh FIC, I'm not too sure about the Focus G, but the Mesh FIC is amazing as far as cable management goes. I think that's everything. I know I briefly went over the 3600, but that's the chip we're gonna be using. Where's the knife? Is it over here? Where's the knife? Where did I put the knife? Hell yeah. Thanks, bro. So now we're gonna open up everything and put it all together because we're first going to be, I haven't tested any of these parts. They are in the original packaging. I haven't even opened anything yet. So we're just gonna make sure that everything works. I am awful. I don't know why I opened up the hard drive first because I'm not actually gonna be using the hard drive yet. To get everything started, we are going to be, of course, putting the motherboard. We're going to be using the motherboard box as a test bench to make sure all of the pieces work. So look at that. What a beautiful young specimen. This is awful. This is horrible. This is a bad peely. I want a better peely. Before I go any further, I probably should have done this first, but I'm going to plug in the power supply and plug it into my leg so we get de-electrified for the rest of the build. Want some silica gel? Yeah. Small brain. Cannot open cooler. Oh, it's this side. Brain capacity, 100%. How big circle? Oh my god, we got a nice peely. This is one of the biggest boys, if I do say so myself. Stinky. Here we go. I got the 8-pin, and the 6-pin doesn't use the +2. All right, so now we're gonna turn on the power supply. Oh, see some lighty boys? Now I gotta find the power. It's right there. and it works. Now we're gonna basically take everything apart. We're gonna have to replace the stock cooler with the H60, and we're gonna move everything into the case, and we'll take it from there. Let's take this apart. There's a couple things I want to, or really it's just this that I want to install before we actually start putting stuff in the case, because it's gonna be the easiest to install this kind of stuff while the motherboard is outside of the case. And then we'll line it up. This is the white Fractal Design Focus G. It's a pretty good looking case. It's a little old fashioned because we still have the two front bays here. I believe this is an acrylic side panel, but this motherboard has a built-in I/O shield, which is really nice. We have the M.2 SSD as well as the RAM already installed. The H60 we have down here. We're gonna be replacing the stock cooler. Oh, they even give us some zip ties. That's kind of sick. Extra thumb screws. Of course, we have the standoffs. Like this, so the fan can face out of the case. 2 more holes. That's what he said. The power supply is in. All the screws. Oh man. We're gonna take off the cooler that came with the CPU and replace it with the H60, because I like putting the water block on first and then the radiator on the case second. It's staying on by the thermal paste. Okay, all right, let's put this boy back on. And that's why there's magically alcohol and paper towels on the table. I guess we should probably throw the hard drive in as well. So the holes just kind of slip in. Let's throw this guy into the case. I'm gonna go underneath these boys, out through the back. All of these are gonna go out through the back. We're gonna throw this through the back as well. I think I've used the H60i way too many times. Special effects. We can't pay for them, so we do them ourselves. And when you... So how's your day? Just chilling? Having a nice time? My guy just really do be doing push-ups right now. What are you doing? Stop hurting yourself. Oh my god, it's magnetic now? This is so sick. They go like this. And these hooks kind of slot in there. No, you want to put it with the plastic. The plastic melts, allowing for better thermal conductivity. He's doing push-ups on the floor again. It's making me uncomfortable. God. Make sure these are nice and tight. Everything's fine. No need to panic. I'm panicking only a little bit. This is a fairly large graphics card, so I'm hoping the tubing won't get in the way of it, because that would suck kind of bad. So the motherboard is in, so now we'll actually do the front I/O. 24 pin is going to go right here. We have the 8 pin on the CPU to here. Let's plug in our SATA power and SATA data. This is not a very good PLE at all. This is an awful PLE. Well, this is the antenna. This is gonna... Everything's magnetic! This dude's gonna have a magnetic PC, who knew? God, imagine instead of building computers, I was like doing porn or something. We'll go out the back. Oh, dude, no way. There is actually no way for this to reach a fan header. Because there's no fan headers on the front. So we're gonna have to replace this fan anyway. Yikes indeed. Damn, first try. Go me. I'm putting in the fan. I'm gonna do the top. This is a very good looking case though. I mean, for a case that isn't super expensive and maybe a little bit old. It's pretty good looking, I'll have to say. This front fan's already plugged in. This guy up top is already plugged in. This guy on the front here, I'm gonna have to plug that in. This cable is more than long enough to reach down there. Yeah, this stuff is just gonna go straight down here. So we have a USB 3, and then we have 2 USB 2 headers, but we only need to use one of them. And front audio is way the hell over here. We have the header LEDs. I'm gonna need a light for this. There we go. Front IO is pretty much done. So now let's put in the graphics card. Make sure that's flipped up. This is a big boy. This is a very, very big boy. It's almost as big as I am, and I'm a pretty big boy. That's in. I was afraid that these might get in the way, but looks like they're gonna be okay. You breathe so loud. Basically, everyone in my family is an elite except for me. And now, we're gonna put in our 8 and 6-pin connectors. That's a long-ass graphics card. Theoretically, it should boot. Let's see if it does, or let's see if I screwed up horribly. It usually never boots on the first try when I do it. It's fine. Everything's fine. Or maybe it does. Damn, look at me go, huh? I'm so good at what I do. Realistically, the PC's done. Yeah. Can I have the front case? Thank you, my good man. It kind of sucks that there's no basement, but I mean, is that a freaking fan header? Oh my god, that's a fan header. No, this is good. This is a good thing, because that means there's not just a random cable in the middle of nowhere. It was hiding. It's gonna be really hard to plug that in though. Front audio is, PSU is kind of in the way. Oh god, please. I'm gonna have to move the PSU. I don't know why I just don't say power supply like a regular person. Oh, we got it. Oh my god, just barely though. Give me a little more slack. There we go, perfect. Screw the power supply back in before I screw anything up, because I'm on a streak of doing things correctly. Front IO now is done. It's probably like 50 gigs of video on there, to be honest. That's tied up at the top. Oh, where's your knife? Like now it's literally just cable management and we're done.
Who's ready for some cable management? Oh yeah!
Now can I have the front? Thank you, my good man. Now, unfortunately, we do not have a monitor to do any post-testing. I'm gonna do that at home. Probably, I'm screwing this in the wrong way because I'm doing it with my left hand, and my left hand's all like, bro, no, it's this way, I swear to God. And I'm like, yeah, you're probably right. But then I'm like, but then my right hand is like, nah, dude, it's this way. Like, relatable, right? That's a computer if I've ever seen one. I can finally be away from my prison. There we go. God, this place is kind of a mess. I do get to clean it all up. I'm so excited. I'm like pissing my pants. So happy that I get to clean everything up. And of course, the moment of truth. Let's hope I didn't screw anything up. And there we go. Got front fan spin. This thing's quiet. The computer is done. So we managed to build I managed to build a computer. How crazy is that? Whoa, wow, what? Take your knife back before I like do something bad. Please. We built the computer. I put in the Wi-Fi adapter up here. It is magnetic, which is like actually really, really not useful. I've plugged it on the back. Front IO works, front lights work. We got fan spin, pump action, and we're looking good. I mean, it's been a pretty interesting build. Nothing out of the ordinary, however. Run-of-the-mill PC build. I haven't built a PC in easily over a year. Hopefully everything looks good. We did get a new camera. We have a new audio setup. The audio setup was a little janky today because I was hoping to have a lapel by the time we went to record this video, but unfortunately the lapel ended up getting canceled because of the whole, you know, global pandemic. We know it turns on. We don't even know if it posts. We don't even know if the BIOS is updated. We don't even know if it's seeing all the drives, or even if the GPU is dead. We have no idea. So anyway, I'll see you then. Hello everyone, this is Future Slip, talking over some footage that was taken after the build, like immediately after the build. I actually built the computer around a week ago at this point. Anyway, I'm here to give you a quick synopsis of what happened afterwards, because not everything ran as smoothly as I initially thought. The GPU, the CPU, the SSD, and the hard drive all showed up normally functioning when I booted into the BIOS for the first time. However, the RAM looks like that only one of the, it was saying that only one of the DIMM slots was occupied with that one 8GB stick. So I reseated the memory. I turned the computer off and reseated the memory, and it still said only 8GB. So I thought to myself, it's either one of the 6 is dead or one of the RAM slots is dead. So I actually took the RAM out of my personal rig and put it into this computer and found that all 16 gigs showed up just fine. I put the old RAM, or the RAM from the new build, back in to see if maybe it would show up. It still only showed up as 8 gigs, so I determined from here that one of the sticks is unfortunately dead. So at this point, I have already shipped out the defective RAM, and I ended up finding a pretty good deal at Best Buy for a similar kit of Corsair Vengeance memory. That's all taken care of. The build is complete and was given to the person that asked me to build it for them. And of course, I was able to install Windows, Steam, a couple games, which showed that the Wi-Fi card was working. I installed the drivers no problem, and everything is smooth sailing from there. So yeah, that is the build. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. And also, don't forget to check me out on Twitch, where I do some gaming streams every now and then. It's a pretty good time, and if you want to talk to me directly, just head on over there. I have the Twitch link in my banner on my channel page, and I will also have it down below in the description. Also, don't forget to like this video and subscribe if you liked it, and it'd be awesome if you guys could support me by supporting this video in particular, maybe watching some other videos in the My Life is a Mess series. I work a lot with computers, and I think you guys would like it. So, until next time, I'll see you guys.